Hey guys, welcome back to Survival Addiction. Today we are unpacking gear pack for April 2021. I just got this, I think 2 days ago, so it's a little bit late, but I think I might like this one. It's supposed to be medical supplies, so we will get started. That's my cat Gus, by the way. Alright. Okay, so I'm going to pull this out so I can see what it is. Okay, so the very first thing there are 2 Sam Medical finger splints, and it says the value is about $5. So already 2 really great things. Okay, the second thing is a Rothco lightweight casualty blanket. Okay, so first things first is this casualty blanket looks pretty thick. I'm guessing it's just a Mylar blanket, but it looks like it's a really good one. Doesn't feel like it would be like a flimsy one at all. So I kind of like that. And it's orange, so it's easy to find. It's a lot thicker than most Mylar blankets, so that's exciting. And then it just has some instructions. Okay. Okay, and that has a value of $5.99. And then the third item is a Lux Pro Mini Focus Flashlight. Okay, so it's this right here. And it's very bright. It doesn't feel too cheap. It's a metal construction. I'm thinking it's either aluminum or steel. I don't think it's titanium. Oops, that just came out. But yeah, it seems pretty nice for like just a little keychain one. And again, that has a value of $5.99. So that's not too shabby. They're not charging 16 bucks for this little flashlight. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna put this down. Okay, so the third thing is this Elite First Aid CPR kit. And this has a value of $3.95. Okay. So first things first is there's an antiseptic towelette. Is this a CPR shield? Yeah, this is a CPR shield, and then some gloves. So I like that. It's good to protect yourself from body substances. Okay. And this is also nice. You can just throw it on your keychain, and if you ever need it, you can just pull it out quick. So if someone needs help immediately, you can just throw on some gloves, use the CPR shield, and just protect yourself, because you don't know. You don't know what the person might have or what sicknesses they may have. And you just want to keep yourself safe. Okay, so the fifth thing I'm not so sure about. I've never heard of it, this tourniquet. It's a Velvet hook and loop tourniquet, and it has a value of $4.49. So this is not something that I would cheap out on. I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about this type of tourniquet, but I think I'd feel more comfortable with a Cat 7 tourniquet. So it feels kind of like rubber. And it seems like it could possibly be pretty tight. Personally, I prefer tourniquets that have windlasses, like a Cat 7 tourniquet. The SWAT T doesn't have a windlass, but it is a really good, cheaper version of a tourniquet. So yeah, I don't know. I might just throw this in a bag, and I guess if the time came and I ever needed a second one for whatever reason, I could always try this one. But yeah, I don't think a tourniquet is something you should cheap out on. If you need to use it, you need it to work properly. And I think I'd rather pay for a $30 tourniquet that will save my life than pay $5 for one that might not. That's just my personal opinion. So that is the basic box, and it has a total value of $25.42. Okay, so in the basic plus, let me find it real quick. It says there's some EMT shears. Oh, there they are. Okay, so there's some trauma shears. They seem pretty good. Stainless steel. They seem just like normal trauma shears. For these, you need it to be able to cut through clothing, so you can get clothing off quickly, to find out what type of wounds the person has that you're caring for them for. So that's not too bad, actually. These go for $3.95. And they seem like they will work great. Okay, so the next item in the Basic Plus is a CRKT, or as I like to call it, Cricket. And it's a combat stripping tool. So I guess we'll find out what this is. Okay. So it has this little sheath, and it just looks like a razor. I'm guessing that so you can get hair and stuff off of your patient. I can't see a whole lot of uses for this. Maybe if you're having issues getting like the EED pads on a person or something, I could see using that. But for just a normal EMT, I don't see a whole lot of uses for this, but that's okay. So that has a value of $29.95, and so the total value for the Basic Plus box is $59.32. $59.32. Okay, so in the Advanced box, there is this pocket first aid field guide. So this sounds like it might be pretty good. It's $9.95. I haven't really had a chance to really look through it a whole lot, but I don't know, it seems like there could be some really good information in it. So yeah, I don't know, this seems like this might be really good info, especially if you don't know a whole lot about first aid. It's a good starting point. I would recommend getting classes though, and just getting at least the basic CPR and like Heimlich, all of that basic lifesavers course. This is a good supplement to it, but you definitely want to be trained at least in the basic stuff, because you never know when you're going to need it. Okay, and that has a value of $9.95 with a total value of $108.20. And so I think on this card that GearPack gives you, I think it adds up the totals as we go. So I think that 108 is for the basic plus and advanced box. Okay. All right, so in the advanced box, Oh shoot, I think we just did the advanced box. Okay, sorry. We weren't done with the advanced box. That's what it was. Okay, so this is a platoon Molly medical kit. They say it goes for $19.95. I think it's kind of funny that they have the whole ACU pattern going on, considering they're at the OCP pattern now. Okay, so, excuse me. Okay, so it says there are 2 elastic bandages, 1 pill bottle, 4 iodine wipes, 4 alcohol wipes, 4 antiseptic wipes, 5 2x2 gauze pads, 16 1x3 bandage strips, 1 4x4.1 yards 2-pack. Okay, so that's cool. So there's actually 2 of the conforming gauze in the one. Alright, first aid instructions, and then there is 2 pair of nitrile gloves, 1 roll of tape, 10 pain reliever, 2 first aid cream, 1 instant ice pack, 5 5x9 abdominal pad. Those are good. And 1 4-inch compressed bandage, 1 tweezer, 1 scissor, and 1 lip balm. Okay, so this is just like a common first aid kit, nothing super fancy. But, you know, it's good for just the normal average Joe who doesn't need anything special. Yeah, it looks like they really just more gloves. Kind of looks like they just shoved all sorts of stuff in this. This is great though. This is great. Sterile unless package is open or damaged. Okay, that's really good. That's really good. Some of the things that you can get from these companies, they're not sterile. So that's a relief that this stuff is, at least the stuff I've taken out so far is sterile. Okay, so, and I really like these. Just these little packs. It's just very convenient. Like, instead of having like a tube with you, you can just use this whole pack. You don't have to worry about it getting contaminated with blood or any of those other things. You can just chuck it after you're done. So the lip balm is just chap ice. I'm not entirely sure what's with the pill bottle. Maybe just to catch splinters or whatever. Oh, I guess maybe it's just to put the pain meds in it. I don't know. Yeah, so just all sorts of good stuff. Iodine pads, alcohol, bandage. I like that it comes in a cute little Ziploc. So yeah, this is all good stuff. Abdominal pads, those are great, especially if you have like trauma. Especially on the abdomen, there's not a whole lot that you can do on the abdomen. Usually you have to get them into surgery just because there's just not a whole lot that you can do. So abdominal pads are great. But yeah, most of this stuff is just for like basic injuries. So I already have a trauma kit, so this is great. I can throw this in a car and just have it, you know, just if my son gets a scrape on the playground or something and is bleeding just a little bit, put a band-aid on him, they feel much better about it, you know what I mean? Yeah, and it's not too bad for a first aid kit. $20, that's not too bad. A lot of these small packs that you can get, they can get kind of pricey just for the little individual ones. Okay. The third item is another SAM splint, and this is 18-inch. So this is more for like a wrist, arm injury. So yeah, this is nice. It's good to have multiple sizes. I have one for leg in my car. And so now I have finger and arms, like lower arm. And then this is great for shock. That's great for lots of things. Okay, and they say that goes for about $8.99. And yeah, that's a fair price for it. Okay, so this next one I'm really excited for. It is called Cheeto Sam 100. It's a 4x4 hemostatic dressing. And it seems kind of small, actually. And they say it goes for about $9.99. So that's not too shabby, especially for hemostatic dressing. So this is not for wound packing. It says external use only. So it's only used for moderate or severe bleeding, but it's external. So that's okay. That's okay. It is a 4x4, so you wouldn't usually... Yeah, this isn't really enough to wound pack anyways, even if it was for an internal. But yeah, that's nice. You never know when you need hemostatic dressing. And yeah, that's a fairly fair price for it, $9.99. Okay, like I said earlier, the total value of the advanced box, which includes the basic, basic plus, and advanced, is $108.20. And then the very last item, you know, besides the sticker here, is another Brew Blade D2 Division Liner Lock. And they say this goes for $59.95. And so previously, I don't remember what box it was, I received my first Brew Blade knife, and within a month I've gotten two from two different boxes. So that's actually kind of exciting. And I like that it's just black. This is huge, holy crap. Like, look at that. Do you see that, guys? Like, this will easily fit on other people's hands. And it looks like there's like a small little lanyard hole right there. And it opens pretty nice. So it does say it's D2, and I think this is just G10. I'm pretty sure this is just G10. So yeah, I like it. And it's really nice. Well, let me get a piece of paper. We'll try cutting it real quick and see how it cuts. Kind of wondering if I'm doing something wrong or if it's just not very sharp. Usually when I do this, like, I can usually get a fairly good cut, but I'm having some issues. The tip is very sharp. Yeah, the tip cut's great. There we go. Yeah, I mean, it's alright. I definitely think it could be sharpened a little bit more. It's not the dullest knife I've ever used, but it's not the sharpest either. So I do like that the handle is so big. I like that. I do notice a hot spot right here. It feels a little like this will start causing some issues later on. But I do think that this will probably be really good for some big hands. As far as the blade shape goes, I like it. It's a nice blade shape, and it's not only a flipper, but this hole right here you can flip it open with. And there's a slight jimping. And then right here is nice, because if you slip, it will catch you, so you don't go sliding your finger across the blade. So that's really nice. Another thing I also like is these torque screws. When I modify blades, I don't like the smaller ones as much. They tend to strip a little easier than these bigger ones. So I like that these are slightly bigger. So yeah, you guys let me know. Do you guys like this box? Would you be pretty happy with it? I mean, it's definitely not like the best medical box in the world, but you know what? It's pretty good. For just a normal person, it's a pretty good medical box. And I feel like pretty much all this stuff is useful. Except for maybe this. I'm not so sure about that. Well, anyways, guys, that is the end of the unboxing here today. If you guys did like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and thanks so much for joining me at Survival Addiction. Okay, bye.